Hi everybody and welcome to Shawnee's Ultimate Reviews. I'm Del and I'll be taking over for Shawnee just for today's episode, where we are visiting the Dingo Discovery Sanctuary and Research Centre in Toolern Vale, Victoria. It's about 35 minutes from Melbourne CBD in the northwest city of Melbourne. The sanctuary itself is set on 40 acres across the lush greenery foothills of the Macedon Ranges. Now we're about to meet one of the dingoes here. This is Pumbah. He's a ginger alpine dingo born at the sanctuary in 2017. So now here's Pumbah heading off for some snuggles with Lynn, the owner and operator of the Dingo Sanctuary, in which she founded with her late husband, Peter Watson, back in 1990. So here we all are now learning a little bit more about Pumbah and dingoes in general, thanks to Eli, who is one of the volunteers here. So as previously mentioned, Pumbah here is an alpine dingo. Now, alpine dingoes are typically found along the southeastern seaboard of Australia. The alpine dingoes tend to have fur-lined ears, which means fur on the outside and all the way inside of their ears. They have a thicker coat, a fluffy tail and a stocky build as opposed to the desert dingo. So this provides protection, insulation and helps maintain body heat from the colder climates that the alpine dingoes are used to. So here's a little fun fact. Pumbah here is an ambassador, or dingo ambassador I should say, bringing awareness to the plight of the dingo. So yeah, that's a little fun fact. He does love to be around humans. Not all the dingoes do, but yeah, as you can see, he's a handsome boy who loves to be the centre of attention. So now Pumbah is ready to head back to his companion Delilah. Lynn is ready to show us around her sanctuary, meet a few dingoes, and also let us know more about what they do here and how they help the dingo. So we're walking past all the dingoes now. Here there are over 40 dingoes, most of them alpine, but I think they do have a desert dingo here as well. But we will meet them later. They're all in their pens in pairs. They are in female and male pairs, or companions as they call it. But right now we are headed to a very special part of the sanctuary. But before we go in, here we are showing, this is Taste of the Wild, who sponsor the sanctuary and give them $33,000 worth of food annually, which is low fat and no grain, because the dingo's genetic makeup can't absorb or doesn't absorb fat, so that's one of their main sponsors. And now we're headed into this is probably what is one of my favorite parts of the tour. The whole day was great, but yes, this one was especially quite exciting. So we're headed to the shelter now and we're sitting down. Now we're just waiting while everyone gets ready. And now Lynn's gonna give us some treats for us to hand out to our little guests that are going to come bounding towards us soon. So yes, here they all come. Look at them all. Aren't they just beautiful? Look at these baby pups are I think they're about 8 weeks old. They were born in the winter of this year, 2025. Yes, and look at them. They're just everywhere. They're probably the heaviest 8-week-old babies I've ever held. But just look at those gorgeous faces. Sorry if I'm rambling a little bit here. I was just a little bit overcome with excitement. These little guys really made my day. So I'm still kind of speechless at the moment, just watching these beautiful little babies running around, getting into everything. So excuse me if I'm a little bit speechless. But yeah, I was just in awe watching these little pups running around the whole place and, begging for treats. And they definitely know who the boss lady is, so, as you can tell. But yes, they do like a little bit of a tussle with each other from time to time. They got in trouble a few times while we were there, but yes, they're quite funny. So yeah, that was our visit with the little baby pup dingoes. So that for me was so exciting. Lynn will now demonstrate on one of the pups how the dingo is distinct from the domesticated dog, such as in their unique body structure for hunting, like their broader head and their flexible limbs. As you can see, she's pulling and twisting him all different ways and his limbs, and he's not feeling a thing. So this helps in their hunting. Dingoes also do not bark, but instead use vocalization to communicate. They are independent and shy by nature, although you wouldn't tell with these little guys that we just met. Now we're showing the scent gland on the dingo's tail. This is crucial for communication, marking territorial boundaries or finding resources such as water when out hunting. Righto, so now we're off to meet some more of the dingoes that live here at the sanctuary. And here they are. I quite can't remember most of their names, but I do know the one standing up there is Ragnar. He wasn't too impressed with the selfie stick, so Seany had to go behind one of the bushes there. Yeah, as you can see, he was a bit agitated, but getting behind the bushes seemed to do the trick. He seemed to calm down a bit after that. Now, here at the sanctuary, there were two very special dingoes. There were books made about two of them. One of them, Kimmy, has now passed on. She passed in December of last year, 2024. And I don't quite know Kimmy's story, so I guess I'll have to buy the book and read it. But here we have Wandi, who also had a book made about him. Now, his story is quite unique. So basically, Wandi, I think he was a pup, a dingo pup with his dingo family, and he got swooped up by a bird of prey. They're not sure, it might have been an eagle or an owl of some sort, but he was swooped up by a bird of prey and carried, I guess, for some time and found in a backyard somewhere, and he was injured and I think blinded. So Wandi here is blind, but here we are being given some apple pieces, which Wandi loves, and as you can see, he's taking the pieces of apple from us. So he may be blind, but Wandi knows exactly where those apple pieces are. So I don't know his full story, but I do know that's the gist of it. And he's a very special dingo that I'm quite proud to have met, considering his story, and how we got to be at the sanctuary. So well done, Wandi. And there you have it, guys. That was our visit today here at the Dingo Discovery Sanctuary, where there is a lot to learn. So why don't you guys come on down when you have time and visit Lynn and all her dingoes and all the volunteers here. They've all been really lovely and we have learned a lot today. So we'll put the link to their website at the end of this video. So just click on the link and have a look and check it out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for watching Seany's Ultimate Reviews. We're about to leave the Dingo Discovery Sanctuary. It was a great place to visit. Awesome place. Definitely give it 10 out of 10. And please come here because you'll learn a lot about the dingoes. Okay, thanks again. We'll see you at the next video.